So that's why I wasn't getting any post from on board. Once I connected the second, basically the MSI video card, once I got that connected, posted right up, we're good to go. So now we're going to continue with the build here. Now that everybody feels better. that had me worried for a moment. I'm like, man, this poor kid, you know. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So anyways, we're done with that. It's good to go. So now we're going to do the build. So now we'll end up running the wires and everything through the system. First thing we need to do though is get the plates on. So, because, oh yeah, and his RAM is good too. So, we're good to go. Alright, so before we actually end up putting this into the case that I have over here, I want to get the water cooler not fully installed on the system, but at least get all the posts put on. So we're going to remove, pull this out of the way. Over here. All right. Okay, so let me grab the tools for that. So the water cooler that we are doing is the ROG Sticks 240. Oh, I gotta show you how this box opens. Check this out. Check this out. Ready? Hope someone. Give you a little better action here. All right. Ooh, nice and pretty white. All right. So, we'll worry about mounting all of that in a little bit. The very first, what I need to do is we have to change the plate on the motherboard itself. So we'll change the plate, which is going to be in here. Of course, AMDs always have to make things a little bit more difficult because, you know, they're AMD. Alright. The RGBs. That is cool. Check it out. RGBs. All the RGB connections. Alright. Okay, so I can honestly tell you that I have not used this water cooler on a build before. Usually I always stick with the Corsairs, but I saw this one and I really liked it, and the client said that's the one he wants, so I was like, okay, you know, I like it, it looks cool. So I am going to be reading the instructions because honestly I don't know off the top of my head, because I'm looking at this and in all actuality I only have the clips to do Intel from what I see. So I'm going to make sure here. Intel plate. AMD bracket plate. There we go. Ring. All right, so we all learn together. We all learn new things. Okay, so yeah, I figured that much. This is for the Intel, not usable. All right, moving on. Oh, I cannot read Chinese. Please do not do that to me. That sucks. That is horrible. All right, so according to what they have on here is the post itself actually mounts directly to the cooling unit. All right, let's take a look at that. Because if that's the case, then we will wait to put all this back on. Because at this time, it does have the, for the Intel system. So let's see how that goes. See that right there? That is the pre-applied thermal paste. Do not add more. Alright, so you say to turn and pull. So you turn and pull. Hey, just like that. Turn and pull. Alright. Gotta like it when things actually make sense. And then you put this one on and you turn. Ooh, that was nice and easy. Alright, actually, press there. Okay, I'm gonna put this back on so that, of course, it doesn't go back on completely properly, but that's okay. But what's really cool, okay, so I can say this. I do like the design of this one better in that aspect. When you put a Corsair on, in essence, you really have to install the entire Corsair within the case in order to get everything going. And this one does not appear so. Just got to remove screws, add in your new posts, drop that on it. Once you get it installed, good to go. I like that. Alright, so first, let's pull this out of here. So to install liquid cooling on motherboards, you typically have to remove these. This is the brackets for the OEM. Now from what I am seeing, should be the only thing we have to remove, because the standoffs themselves should actually handle everything else, because there are no other standoffs. Let's swap over to the handy dandy book, shall we? Alright. La 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 la. Spring is in the air. Yes, turn this way, turn that way. Remove those. Oh, yep. Okay, so they want you to place these on there. Okay. Just making sure. Alright, so what they have are these little posts right here. Here, let me go over to this camera. They have these posts that you need to throw on. Oh, hey, look. It shows one of my subscribers to my other channel. Alright, so drop it on there. Hand tighten them. Do not use pliers or anything to really get them tight on there. You do not need to do that. So, I have done what they said. Maybe. I'm just going to do a test fit real quick because I don't know. Me, myself, I am not feeling comfortable with the way this feels. Because to me... Oh, okay. Alright. Like I said, it's my first time using the Asus ROG cooling. You know, didn't seem to me that there would be enough clearance. But if you can tell on top of the CPU, it did make a ring with the thermal paste, so that means it did touch. So, okay, cool. I'm alright, you're alright, everybody's alright. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move this out of the way. I'm going to move the case in. We'll get the case set up. And move on from there. So that was the only difficult part was, you know, anytime you're dealing with new tech, is just checking it out. So, yay. All right. Power supply out of the way. Get up a little bit right here, make sure. So now we're going to grab the computer case, bring it on in here. Oh, if you're going to do any custom builds, just in the future, especially if you're doing streaming or gaming, hey Phantom, how you doing? Especially if you're doing any streaming or gaming at all, you got to pick up yourself. If you're going to do it right. Don't pick up a 128 gigabyte solid state drive. That's barely going to be enough room for your operating system and one game. At least try to get a 500 gig, you know, and the price is negligible between a 500 gig and a 1 terabyte. You know, it's like 20, 30 bucks more, you know. But don't go for the 128s. The 128s just, you'll be out of space. Now, what they do try to sell you on is, okay, you get a 128 gigabyte solid state drive, and then, hey, pick up this 1 terabyte drive, and that's where you store everything. Well, the problem with doing that is, okay, yeah, you're right. You have plenty of storage, and that's great, except now you're taking all of the games which you want performance from, and you're actually putting them on the slow drive. Well, you want them all on the fast drive. That's the whole point of a solid state drive. So just heads up when you order up your own stuff. If you end up ordering your own, get a 500 gig at least. Secondary drives are great, but get a 500 gig solid state at least. Good, you? Well, I am building up a computer, bud. What are you doing? Ooh, this guy caused a little bit of damage on the front end here. Check this out. So, right down here. Oh, man. See, this is why it scares me when people bring me in their stuff. They're like, hey, put this together. I'll try. All right. Okay, so something we need out of the other case. Your motherboard will come with this. You need the I/O shield. Okay, the I/O plate right here. Okay, this fills in that little blank spot at the end of on the outside of your case. When you do the install, this little circular part is where your mouse and keyboard, old school PS2, I know, but that's where it actually goes into, and that is always pointed up towards the top of the system. It does take some force to put it in there. Get it in. Right on, get a stream done, dude. I'll be streaming a little bit later on tonight after I get home. Dodge hit me up. He's like, hey, let's play. I was like, well, all right. So when I get home, I'm going to also, it's probably going to be about 7 o'clock though, because after work, I got to get home. I just got to take a little break. But I'm also going to be running a little bit behind today because this build has been kind of a pain in the butt. So I got to get this taken care of first, and then I'll be out to the house and chill out, and then I'll get in and do some COD. All right, so now got to make sure this one is actually, ooh, nice. Okay. Put in your motherboard, fit it up. Now this is the max that I am going to do, as Flash can tell you. When we sit here and we do a build like this, you can put in the motherboard, but you better make sure that you have room for your cooling. Sometimes these systems, you know, you can't fit that cooler in there, and it just makes life a living hell. You get to start over. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, now I am looking for. This is also what was brought to me. Here you go. Crap. All right, brother. I'll talk to you later. What a mess. These things scare me. All right, so. Okay. And I am going to take a pause real quick so that I can close up. Yep, got to make sure to get that cooling system in correctly. All right, brother. I'm going to close up my shop. I'll be right back. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna continue building this. I had to close up my door real quick. And I'm also checking out my stream on the other one just to make sure that it's actually running all right. Seems to be doing okay. Okay, I'm going to throw in a little bit of music. Welcome to chat with me as I get this done. Yeah, I'm not going to do too much talking from here. Just kind of weaving in and out. Trying to locate a live channel here so I can get some, see if I can find a good dubstep guy. Oh, there's a microwave. Not really interested in a microwave. What are you doing? We can't have that on our stream. What are you doing? What are you doing? My fire, the one desire when I say Alright, so that's Seth Drums on Twitch. Thank God. I was like, man, he's gonna get my shit shut. We gotta go find something else. I can't do that.
I probably should have ended the stream like 5 songs ago.
Yeah, you probably should.
I don't care if we get a rain, chat. I'm ending after the song.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Back to it. Drink it up a little bit of tea. Get this done. What did I do? See, it's not the fact that I forget to put the damn thing on. It's that I forget to put the damn thing on. And here's why. As I've been a technician, I've learned from the best of them out there. I might complain about some of the guys I've worked for in the past, as we all have, but I've learned from the best of them. There are other ways to ground yourself out than these anti-static guards, okay? You can have a power supply up here, all right, plugged in, powered off. You can tap it, you're good to go. Anti-static mats like what I have on the floor. But for argument's sakes and people saying, hey, you're doing it wrong, I try to put on the anti-static guard because that really doesn't need to be a whole conversation every time. So, more than likely, you're not going to see me wear it all the time. That's just not what I do. One guy that I like watching is Linus. Linus actually puts them on his ankle. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, I ain't doing that. I move around too much here at the office to have myself strapped with an ankle bracelet. No, thank you. This isn't exactly my type of music, but I can't listen to what I want to listen to because I don't want to get in trouble with Twitch or YouTube. So I'm just like, yeah, fine, whatever. I can tolerate it. Besides that, you know, support the community. This guy, what is this guy? Let's see, this is Insomniac TV on stream on Twitch. And currently he has 581 people watching. I mean, doing something right. You know, I like it. It's almost worth putting it into audio track on mine. Okay. And I think that is all he has for me right here. So yeah, this isn't typically the type of build that we do. You know, it doesn't. We like to make sure that our clients actually have good equipment. You know, and sometimes, you know, it's really hard. You know, there are clients that are, you know, that, you know, they just want something better than what they have now, and that's completely understandable. You know, and there have been clients that I've told, you know, well, let's upgrade what you got instead of doing this, you know, because honestly, you're going to have to spend more money than you're expecting to spend to get the quality that you want. And that's kind of what this guy is running into a little bit, but this is going to be a nice machine. I like the front of this case. Flash, he wanted almost this exact front case, and it's actually pretty cool. So this build is interesting. All right, so we are now in. So now, if you take a look at this, I'm not going to put in the video card yet or anything. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start running all the wires. That's what needs to be done. So back here. Lovely. All right, so you got the 3. All right, USB audio. That'll help be controlled by the motherboard. Motherboard. All right. So in all actuality, wow, this whole unit. You know what? We don't need that. This one can actually be fed up through a different area. We'll deal with that. There's a lighting time. Right now we're going to run the USB and the system fans, power connectors, and this one. We're going to run these right up through here. And when I say here, is what I mean. There's a little spot right underneath it. Now before I actually attach them, I'm going to grab his power supply. With the fan side, point it down. Always point it down. And if you want the technical reason for that, it's because you don't want to be filling up your chassis with all the heat from the power supply. That's the simplistic way to put it. All right. So there we go. So yeah, this is going to fit in here just fine. I don't have to worry about all the extra wires. So now, I'll go ahead and strap this down. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. bottle so much of this stuff? Dinner. Now that's what I'm thinking about is dinner. What the hell am I going to have for dinner? That's what I want to know. Take me back, take me back, take me back, take me back. Don't know why, like to have dinner, birthday back. Ooh, I hear that. What is he thinking? Because it's from the 90s, it won't be recognized? Lucky. All right. Okay, so now let's get this connected. There's your USB 3, HD audio. Basically your front panel for your headphones. Not really a tutorial guy, but you are more than welcome. If you have any questions, just ask me. That'll be the best way I can help you out. Right. You know what, system panel fans, actually I'm going to move. I'm not going to do right here. I'm going to pull these out. I'm actually going to do it higher up. I'm going to do it right through here. Right there. I like that. That works. I mean, you know, you can't completely hide every single cable. You can try. Doesn't always work though. Alright, power switch and power LEDs. When it comes to your power LEDs for the front panels and everything, just remember, positive goes to the outside. And reset in HD right here. Another recommendation that I'd make is if you're ever building a computer, do not tie everything down until you have done a post. Last thing you want to do is when you're doing this. Last thing you want to do when you're doing. Hey, thanks for the follow. Last thing you want to do when you're doing this is get it all put together, make it all look all pretty. Then you do a post, and then something has happened, and nothing is working. You got to undo all your wire work. You got to undo everything. So just wait till you're actually finished and you're sure that the thing posts and it's going in, and it's good to go. Then you're like, okay, now I got it. All right, so now I got these wires done here. I'm going to worry about the cooling system now. After I run my CPU. Oh, that's not my CPU. No, that was my CPU. Darn it. Run my CPU up to the top here. Nice, out of the way. Power supply is going to run through here. For 24. You know, put your wires basically where you want them, but don't wait, or don't tie them all down yet. You ever watch car installers that do like car audio and stuff? It is a wired mess up until they confirm everything's working. Then they start to tuck it all away. And that's exactly why, because as you go, you don't want to backtrack. You don't want to put in a ton of work and they go, oh man, I screwed up. Yeah, you don't want that. And you know, just keep in mind also, this is our first stream of one of our system builds. So we're just kind of checking out the stream, seeing if we got everything working right with the cameras. And you got any recommendations? Absolutely, add them. Yeah. All right. So now it's on to the cooler. Okay, now one question I get asked all the time when it comes to your cooling system. Push, pull, or push, or pull. Or do you want to push, pull? Now basically, biggest differences are, okay. Now in this system, really can't be done, but there are other systems, and you could also add extra fans in it work too. But basically, all right. So this is actually how we're going to do this. All right, this is how we're setting this one up. This is a pull system. All right, it's going to pull it away. Now push-pull is basically you face you put one on one side of the cooler, another one on the other. Okay, so pulling air and then it pushes it through. Honestly, negligible. Under load, negligible. You're not really going to do much more cooling at all. What, you might gain 0.5 Celsius if you're lucky. Yeah, it's a lot of extra engineering for negligible performance. And I mean, you could always do it, but yeah, it's not something that I have in my mind that I even worry about. All right. Okay, so now we're going to take the cooler itself without the fans on it, and we're going to drop it in the case and see where we can fit it without it causing issues. Now, luckily enough, he purchased a case where you have ample room on the top. Some cases you don't have that room, like the motherboard goes all the way up to the top of the case, so then you have to work and finagle it. So we're actually going to be able to do it. I could actually move it all the way back. For aesthetic reasons, we're probably just going to, yeah, it'll be on the front side. Let's take a look at his, oh, he didn't bring me the front panel for it, so I can't do that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and install it right here. And yeah, it's just, actually, yeah, I have to anyways because of the RAM. So I don't have RAM clearance. So, yep, kind of like the build we did for Custis. All right, so let's go ahead and slide this out of the way here. Okay, now the other thing to keep in mind is you have two options when you put in. I'm going to bring this back over here. You have two options when you put it in. And that is, where do you want your lines? You know, do you want your lines coming down this way, you know, and up on here? Now, the problem with this setup for me is that your cooling lines typically, let me turn that down. Your cooling lines will typically be sitting right on top of the video card. And, well, you don't want that. So, anyways, I always flip them around. I install this way. Don't have to worry about it. So let's get the fans in there. Yeah, I know my phone's ringing, but it's after hours. Let me see who it is, though. It's Phoenix, Arizona. Ain't worried about Phoenix at this time.
That's why Insomniac has partnered with In Place of War to promote Rave Recovery, a relief fund created specifically for dance music fans impacted by the COVID-19 health crisis. A donation to Rave Recovery.
Also, when you install your fans, pay attention to where you're putting your wires. Okay? Last thing you want to do is have your wires actually down in the front. You know, so just point them to the back. When you have your tag side, that means it's pulling air. Okay, so if you want to do it this way, pushing it out. Okay, so this is pushing air. So when it sits in the case, it's actually going to be pulling fresh air, and then the fan in the back will be pushing the air out, or pulling the air out. Anyways, just little tidbits I like to share. Hey, look, we got music back. Yay! All right, let's grab our hardware and screws. We need screws. Let us have screws. All right. Yeah, it's a little bit later of a day than I actually wanted, but you know what? It's part of owning a business. All right. So, washer, long screw. Make sure when you're putting these in that you actually line up with the holes and not puncture your radiator. That's expensive. That sucks. So the basics for tonight is I'm going to get this into place, and then I'm going to start the OS load. And then tomorrow morning when I come in, finish the OS and get all the wires suited out so that the client can come and pick it up. I'm about probably a half hour away from starting the load. Yeah, because customization of the lights realistically is okay. I don't like that. If I can be honest, I'm looking at this. I don't like these black screws on here. I don't like that at all. I think that actually looks kind of tacky. Hey guys, you know, we bought a pure white thing. Why are you screwing me up with these black screws? All right. So, hey, Asus. You know, cool little fan system here, but yeah, let's do something about these black screws. All right. I mean, you charge a premium for the white version. Give us, you know, throw down the money to get at least white headers or something. You know, something. Even if we could just click them over the top. You know, like just little caps. That would even be more. I'd even be okay with that. But yeah, these look like sore thumbs sticking right out on this thing. I don't like that. I can tell you on my Cool Master that I got, which is the one that I run, and the one that a couple of my clients have already ordered. It does. The fan screws are white, so it can be done. That's bull, man. I mean, I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? I don't think you know, but you have your chat, so you would be followed for 10 minutes. You can change that in your Twitch chat. I don't think you know, but you have your chat, so you have to be followed for 10 minutes. Yeah, I have no idea. I'll check that out later. Thanks, though. Thanks for the heads up. But anyways, so yeah. You know, I really do appreciate that that heads up on that. I'll take a look at that later on tonight when I'm streaming at home. See what's up. I know that I had seen that in the Stream Elements. Something about 10 minutes, but I thought I set it to a 10-minute timer for earning so many points, not the fact that I couldn't be followed unless they followed for at least 10 minutes. That part I didn't know. But hey, good point out. Thank you. Okay, where did my music go? And do you agree or not that these screws should actually be white and not black? I think that looks tacky. All right, more music. Come on. Come on, I need some music. Okay. All right. Little song reader. Right on. Yeah. I feel so horrible right now about these black screws in here. I'm like, that's just nasty, man. It's horrible. It's just like pristine white with black eyes. Okay, anyways, I'm going to stop thinking about that. All right. So, like I said, you want to make sure that you put your power lines the direction that you want to put them. I didn't do that. I screwed up. Sitting here looking at this, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's throw shit. Yeah, because these lines. Yep, see, I throw it in like that, which is the way that we are installing it. Where are my wires? Oh, they're on the other frickin' side. Yep, all my fault. Just paint them, yeah. Grab a little bit of nail polish. Nah, the client doesn't really care about it, but I do. You know, that's just one of those things I do. I mean, you know, well, whatever. It is what it is. You know, it's just good practice putting these in there. So they're looking at this, da-da-da-da-da, chatting away. Yep, put them on backwards. That's awesome. Way to go, Deke. All right, back at it. What type of system are you planning on building? What do you have in mind? I just ran over to check the box real quick. And, yeah, am I sure I didn't just grab not another one? But yeah. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Actually, I can't believe I did that. It always happens when you tell somebody, hey, make sure of this. Yeah, you do it yourself. Alright, so this girl's doing covers on Twitch. So how is that actually allowed on Twitch? You know, because I know, like, you can't play mainstream music and everything, but if somebody's doing a cover, is that allowed? 3700, right on. Of course, there are 240 RGBs. Nice. 2080 Super. Nice. Oh. Actually, I ordered up that case the other day, and the client said, no. They actually wanted to go with the NZXT instead of that one. I was like, oh. I'm like, okay. But, you know, it's I think it's a nicer case, but, you know, everybody has their preferences. You know, we custom build to whatever they want. Except for performance. It's the only thing we really don't negotiate on. You know, we build these things, our names are on them. Yeah. Now, of course, when they bring them in like this, they go, hey. You know, I can tell you that I have had 3 cases that actually clients have brought to me, and the case itself had actually caused a short in the board, and it's because right behind where the board goes, it has a little tab that sticks out, and basically, you know, you push too hard and it doesn't take really that much pressure at all. You know, you just pull a wire too tight and it'll short on it. I'm like, ugh. So when I do a build on those, I have to cut that out. I cut it out. I'm not going to short out my hardware with that crap. Alright, now look at me. Yay, I got them all going the right direction now. Look at that. I did good. Yes. I need a cheer for that. Come on, give me a cheer. All right. All right, you feed them these through, you feed them through the back. Oh, no, can't see it on that camera, can you? I'm trying, guys. No, this is my business, bud. I've been doing this over 20 years. Custom builds for streamers and gamers for just the last couple of years. And now we just decided, you know, especially with this COVID thing going on, that, you know, it's just time to start moving some stuff virtually. But yeah, actually, I actually started out doing IT support for like hospitals and the Humane Society and stuff like that. So now, okay, so now we're gonna look at the position on here. I'm gonna put it where I want it. Let's see. Big thing, come on. Because when it comes down, actually, I can go ahead and just screw that on. That's no big deal. It's ready. Come on. Yay! Good job! You sing very well.
For all those emos.
All right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I just thought about?
Top shape of it. Oh my god, okay, never mind. We're good.
Hold
We're
on.
good. Hydrate. You got it. Hey,
Just an extra thought in my head here.
How's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. And Diego, what's up? How's it going? Thank you also for the follow. Tokyo Direct. Hold up. We got Toki, and also I saw a name in here. Dude Kalinsky. Hell yeah. Can we get? Okay, let me sing you guys a song.
Oh man, really?
Hello.
Did it again?
Let's go.
Well, that's just the connector. Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
Dude Kalinsky likes to sing. Toki likes to play.
Ah, there it is. Okay, so this is cool at least. They did,
Oh yeah, look
I was
at
looking
that.
for the USB for the cooler. They actually did do it. Awesome. It's in white. So at least most of this is white. But it actually plugs right into the side here and it will run it underneath. And okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bolt this down real quick. I'll take a look at your chat in just a second here.
Thank you for the emotes. Oh, emote only Pine is like he's above emote only chat. He's just above
What?
it.
I don't like that.
And young sub as well if I didn't say that
Let's take a look at the rock real
should give
quick.
him a follow. He's really cool. I forget what rank is already. Alright, yes, let's catch up. Yes, Toki's great. Thank you for shouting out. Dude, Kalinsky, Toki as well. Toki Drip is awesome. Oh my god, Gabby, how are you?
Up there.
I
You know
love
what?
Toki. She's so
We got to check out something on this. Like I said, it's the first build I've done with this, so I want to take a look at how they have.
Yes, okay. Pine has just
Son of a gun!
example of a brand new command
Can't tell.
channel, which is Order, which we took inspiration from Bucky Bunker.
There we go. Okay, now I see it.
Bucky Bunker, a nice DJ on Twitch.
So actually, this is what we're going to do then. We're going to take this back off.
Yes, Diego. Yes, if you guys want
You can.
to.
So their the ROG emblem is under there. I'm just trying to locate it.
This is like,
Okay, so it's positioned actually
there's so much going
that
on.
way. So
Oh my god, Toki's so sweet. Thanks for the
Let's
SO,
see.
dude. Of course, I'm so glad that you're here. Mom spaghetti.
yeah, so right now I'm sitting here.
There's Robert on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti. spaghetti. Oh, damn.
Oh, what?
Okay. John, next time the opportunity arises, that's what I
Boom.
meant.
Alright.
Bucky Bunka, yes. Here's the bear. Those emotes, I love it. I love it. Order, yes. Do order and then like a thing.
Alright, so
order
what was that, bud?
coffee, and then it'll do a thing.
Current PC died. AMD FX, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and slow.
Ooh, 10,000 hours.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
10,000 hours.
You know, are you looking at streaming with your machine,
Enjoy your
or just,
beer. There you go.
man, I just want to play some video games.
It's just, it takes like a hot second. All you have to do is click sign in. Yeah, it's really fast, really easy. Definitely worth doing.
Still don't like it. I don't like their design. It's
Should we do Fly Me to the Moon?
Cause see, all right, you guys can't see this. I need to show you.
Watch that show, like for the first time. Same with Breath of the Wild. I wish I could replay Breath of the Wild for the first time. Alright, this is...
Okay. So, don't know if I'm gonna try and see if I can get it on there. Okay, you can kind of see it. No, you can't.
Love it. Okay, here we go.
But anyways, in order for it to work right, the emblem needs to be sitting this way, right here. So, the logo. So we're just gonna have to. Come on, let go. There you go. Come on, attach on, terrorist. All right. Okay. I don't like it though. Still don't like it. Just doesn't sit right. I don't like the cable pointing down. You know, so I got to tell you, I'm still a huge fan of the Corsair. Corsair has their design down. You know, but that's only because I like to hide wires as much as possible. You know, I think that looks kind of gross with it sitting down like that. Nice. Yeah, man, especially with RAM at the price that it is right now, you know, get yourself a ton of RAM on it. All right. Especially for video editing. All right. This machine here, so the machine that we have running this, have you ever done a custom loop PC build for somebody? Honestly, I cannot say that I have. Truth. At least I like being honest. No. Tell me about it. You know how to do it? Or have you done it? Ah. Yeah, no, haven't done that yet. Alright, so okay. Oh, darn you. Alright, so what's gonna end up happening here is I'm gonna still do the post with this after I get this CPU fan installed. But more than likely I'm gonna be pulling the cooler back off because I am not 100% sure on that, on the way the logo is pointed. And I think we're about right, but I can't guarantee it. So we'll see how that goes here in a few. We'll come back and get all the CPU.
Thanks for requesting that.
All our minds all straightened out later.
Yes, can you sing Blues Clues? You've got, wait.
Blues Clues.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter.
That's funny.
We just got a letter. I wonder who it's
From.
from.
There you go.
How was that?
Alright, so since I'm going to be rerunning this line later, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm just going to put it in the spot. Because I feel like I am definitely going to be readjusting it because that line is horrible.
Incredible. Oh, yes. I'm so because I know the mobile,
Right, there we
honestly,
go.
Twitch mobile app is terrible.
All right.
I just don't ever want to go and do it. Here you go. Enjoy your.
Oh God, this looks like a mess right now.
Hey.
It's okay. We'll get through this.
Cloud.
We'll get through it.
Is that Chiu Ricardo? Is that you? Hello.
All right.
Oh,
Get a
Chiu.
couple of these
ETA.
screws in here.
Oh, Chiu. Hey, Chia Marjorie, how you doing? Oye, mi llegué atrasada. That's okay. Chia, that is okay. But you're... Oh dear. Yes, thank you.
It's so cool and all
Alright, I
over.
think I have to sing a song for the Brazilian friends here. Thank you for all the claps, Timber and Klein.
I feel like I would do the same. Now, a couple of my employees have done them. I've just never done it myself.
Kade Mamma Mia. Oh god.
You know,
okay,
there's
here we go.
certain things that I
Mamma
just
Mia.
will not touch.
Mamma Mia, da, da, here we go again. And Toki, I'm so glad you like the emotes.
Come on. Come on.
They're so cute, aren't they? Oh my god. I love them. Love them.
There we go.
Here's Mamma Mia for Mom. She's bullying me. She's bullying me into playing this song.
Okay.
I don't know why she
Two
does
more.
it.
Get the video card in here.
I'm just gonna add a reverb.
Post it up again. Make sure we're good. Start the load on Windows. Go home. Eat dinner.
Play it. Awesome. Alright, here we go.
Then jump on my stream later and play some Call of Duty. And I'm also going to have to take a look at that setting. So thanks for that too. Because I mean, you know, there are times where people are like, well, I was just jumping in. I don't want to follow for an entire 10 minutes. I mean, I can understand that. So that's weird that that setting was that way. Okay. Video card installed. Ugh. Man, these wires. But that is what it is for now. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and throw one screw in there just to hold her down for now. Now I gotta say, with the black and white on the video card, do we charge full price for Windows keys? We charge OEM prices because it's the only time that we sell Windows is when it's part of a build. We don't sell it independently. So we actually get to sell it for OEM. Alright. Power up these fans real quick. So, I do agree with you that that price is a little ridiculous. Especially since they started doing the Microsoft as a service. You know, it's like, okay, well, if Microsoft's a service, and you kind of need to do what Apple does, and that is, you know, just give it out free. You know, you make your money on all your other products. That's how Apple makes their money. They don't make it off the operating system. They make it off of the App Store. And since Microsoft is trying to follow their lead, they probably should just follow their lead. Alright, fans. Check out their RGBs, man. That is a ton. Jeez. Alright, let's do a little cleanup here. Okay.
Alrighty, well that's blowing me up. For Mom, of course. Hey, what's up? Thanks for following me, Jen. Hey.
Alright, I'm giving this girl a follow. Her name is Gabby Streams. She's keeping us entertained, so I gave her a follow. Alright, so where are we at now?
How's it going, Travis Scott and Deacon? How's it going? It's lit. Timber was doing quite good about it. I don't like the song Mamma Mia, but I love it.
We're going to drop these two fans right into here. I believe that'll give us a good spot. Take a look here in a second.
Hey, music master!
Let's see what we got.
Hello, how's it going?
Yep, we got two right here. So we got one. We got two. Okay. Alright, that's the RGBs. Let's have some fun and plug these in.
Okay, hi, Chew.
Okay, so I can say I don't like that. That is another thing I don't like. The Corsair, you can actually control.
No, Dora is.
That's horrible. Really? Wow. So the Corsair will actually control everything. Your motherboard, everything. As far as all your... Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? We're not going to stress over those right now because our thing is just to get this posted. So, let's get this posted, get this installed. And, yep, that goes right there. And I want to see which way that one goes. What's this? Oh, goal achieved. Yay. Alright. Sky connection. We got another system fan down there that I could use, but I ain't worried about that. Two on there, two on there. Alright. Now it's time to post it up. See what we get. You get to see all the pretty colors. Give me my power. Power. Roger that. Okay, so at this time, because this is a temporary system setup here, the PSU on this one is he decided to get himself an EVGA 600. For what this computer is, it's not bad. You know, not bad at all, because there's not a lot being drawn on this system. You know, I mean, because he's only running a solid, after the graphics card, you have a solid state drive and you have a standard SATA. That's it. I mean, he's going to be fine as far as his power consumption goes. Now, for any of our builds that we do out, so let's say you came in and asked, yes, they are very stupid right now. But, yeah, like all of our systems that we build out, so if somebody comes in and says, hey, build me out, any of ours either come with an 800, and well, they come with 800 and up, depending upon what they're looking for, what it is that they're bringing to it. All right, so let's see how this goes. Power, 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 power. Where's the power button? There's the power button. Okay. Let's get this all in sight. So, I'm not going to hit the power button yet. But apparently, no, these won't light up yet. So, anyhow, that's done, that's done, that's done. Let's switch over.
Alright, can you do that?
And go.
How's the volume? Okay.
Son of a... Alright, come on.
We got Mama and Grandma.
What do you-
Absolutely.
What do you mean no signal? What are you talking about? I think you better figure that out. There we go. Device or memory has changed. Press F1 for setup. Booyah! Alright, so now what I'm looking at right now is the emblem. Okay, so it should be, the tails right here should be right around here. So I got to turn it about a quarter, which will put this right at this post over here. So that will be more of the ROG, yeah, because I'm looking back at the so when I'm doing that, what I'm looking at is the ROG. See how it's right here? Just the tail of the ROG is a little bit more angled. However, if you look at the front here, it actually has it more flat like I do right now. So I'm sorry, I want to follow the way it should be, not what it looks like. So I'll take care of that tomorrow though. But yes, we have a post. We are good to go. I got to go through a couple of the settings here, so let me grab my mouse, keyboard, and Windows 10, and that'll take care of that. And then I can get my butt out of here. All right. Right there. Turn on the XMP profile. All right. So now let's get this swapped. So next time I do one of these, we're actually going to have a video capture to catch the screen as we're doing it. I didn't do that yet. Damn! Alright then. Moving on. Holy crap! Alright. So now we go in here. Alright, so we are sitting at 3.7 gigahertz, 3000 megahertz on the RAM. Okay, cool. Alright, so I got to add the solid state drive here and USB. That's all I need. Turn that off. Let's go back over to you. Alright. I know, right? Dude, I was dying. I was like, ah! Alright. So now, his primary hard drive, he went ahead and got one of these, 128 gig hard drive, solid state. Do yourself a favor, if you're going to be building yourself your own system, get a 500 gig solid state drive. Don't get a small little solid state drive, another drive. Well, the problem is that when you do that, guess what? You're putting your games on the slowest drive possible, and that defeats the whole purpose. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. All right. So like I said, I'm going to worry about all the wires tomorrow. Set this up here. Yeah, I know you really can't see much now, but I'm going to get a 500 gigabyte. Very good, very good. Yeah, that's what I did. I just finished my build, i9 system. That's the one I stream with at home. And yeah, it's nice. All right. I was about to say, he didn't bring me his SATA. All right. You know what, actually? I have, and honestly, so the Ryzen's, here's my thing with Ryzen, okay? AMD is absolutely fantastic. They blow Intel out of the water as far as price point and performance. However, this is my drawback to them, and it always has been, is they are heat monsters. You know, they honestly will run until you burn them up, you know, and that's great, except that's a lot of money. You know, I like the Intels because if they're smart, you know, if they start to heat up, they actually downclock themselves. Even if you overclock them, they will downclock themselves. To me, at a $500 price point for a CPU, I would like that. I would like for my CPU to go, you know what, you're a dumbass. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because you're being kind of not so smart about this. So I like that feature. Alright, so I got to throw SATA power in here real quick. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Okay, if you judge me on my wires, I'm going to be pissed, okay? Wire job is not done. Yeah, PC Parts Picker is actually a really good one. Yeah, I direct clients to there when they just are looking. You know, we'll help point it to them. Yeah, it works out. That's a good place. Wait, did I just promote them? Damn it! No. Yeah, PC Parts Picker, actually, you know, when it came on the scene many years ago, you know, that's actually what I would suggest to my technicians is, you know, as they're getting to know what motherboards, what CPUs, and everything go together, you know, it's a great way for them to learn. You know, so many techs, you know, or wannabe techs go and purchase computer systems or parts for computer systems, assume that they all work together, only to find out that they don't. You know, like buying a CPU, for example, an Intel, let's say, one Intel i7 isn't going to, because there's 1150, there's a 751, and then the 1151. You know, well, you could buy an 1150 CPU, 95 watt, you turn around and you buy a motherboard that's for an 1151, and then you wonder why it doesn't work. Well, there you go. So, yeah, PC Parts Picker is actually a very intelligent, is a great thing that they did there. And the company itself is actually doing really good too. You know, they make money off of all of that. So that's really cool because whatever you find, you know, that's like, oh, hey, I can find this here on PC Parts Picker. Then they turn around, you know, you click the link and then, oh, hey, it's in your cache for, you know, for however long you have your cache on your computer. So whenever you do end up purchasing it, if you do, they get the credit. All right. So hard drive is in. CPU is in. Everything is in. I am out. Well, I will be out. And, all right. Need to grab a Windows 10 USB real quick. Let's see. So this is the newest version of Windows 10 that we just downloaded. So I'll put that on there. All right. Yes, way better than getting 100 links. All right, be right back. Got to swap this over. That is a nice case. Don't even play. Come on now. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm back here. And I gotta go back over here. Alright. Yeah, with the capture card, I can actually show you guys everything that I'm doing here. The capture card is actually due to come in tomorrow, though, because I had to replace the ones that we already had, and I had to use the extra one for the camcorder here. So, working on this stream, we got, you know, I wanted to just do a test setup with this. As you can tell from the rest of the streams, I haven't done this one before. So, but here, I'll show you what's up. let me grab the camera real quick. So it is posted up. Here, let me flip this around. Douche. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at right now. Just the Windows 10 setup. That's it. Now it's just gonna run on its own. Check out that Alienware. I think it's badass. Alright. Boom. And we're doing Windows 10 Pro. And where am I installing it? On the new Solid State. Thank you very much. Boom. Run, only 120 gigs. So you plug in the internet while it's doing all of its setup, and it's good to go. So that is it, guys. I am out. You all have a great night. I appreciate you hanging around. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up tomorrow. So I'm going to show, I'll do the rest of the build tomorrow morning. It'll be about 10 o'clock. Why is Liquid becoming more popular? So I think, honestly, it has a lot to do with aesthetics. The aesthetics of the liquid cooling, the lights on the liquid cooling. Plus, you know, that has to be what it is. I'm just being honest, because it's not about the cooling itself. The cooling is negligible in comparison to a fan. You know, you really, the way the new fans are engineered, you're not getting anything, really. You know, so to me, it has to be the aesthetics of it. You know, the fact of all the RGBs on it, you know, it just looks cleaner. I mean, you know, when you have a liquid cool on a system versus, you know, a fan that's like this big that's sticking off of it that looks like a turbocharger that should be on a, you know, a Chevy Chevelle, you know, that's part of where it comes in, I believe, is that it's more aesthetic. Oh, right, yeah. I mean, you know, and liquid cooling back when I first started, liquid cooling itself was the absolute best that you could do. You know, it was absolutely awesome. But now, you know, yes, it's really a toss-up as far as what you prefer. Now, I can tell you that liquid cooling is a quieter system than the fans. It is a much quieter system. That I do know. But, all right, guys, I am out. You all have a wonderful night. I'm going to be back online later streaming, you know, just some gameplay and stuff. But I'll be back on here tomorrow to finish the system. And probably, since I don't have it scheduled, it'll be sometime tomorrow. Oh,